Bingo.
So
Call this meeting in order and salute the flag. We'll go with Brian.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I'd like to welcome everybody tonight. First item of business, to read the ad on the preliminary budget. You don't have it?
No,
Okay.
sorry.
Well, our first item of business, we're going to have a public hearing on the 2025 preliminary budget. And I'll go over the pros and cons to the budget. The appropriations increase for the general fund by $372.28. That's a 13.83% increase. Most of that increase was due to switching personnel around. We switched some personnel from the sewer water into the general fund. We also added another employee to the general fund. Also included that is a higher cost for electricity because our electrical costs are, we plan on seeing a higher electrical cost just like everybody else you do in your personal homes. The revenue stayed about the same. It's $7,552 decrease in revenues. Fund balance, the fund balance will increase by $28,924.28, about a 9% increase. That's just using fund balance that we're gonna have left over. And total amount by tax went up by just $33,000, which is about a 2.41% increase in the amount to be raised by tax. But the good news is with the tax rate, because of the reval, the tax rate's going to go down 97 cents per thousand for the general fund. It's about a 25.43% decrease in the town tax rate. Now, that's just my projections. It could change by a penny one way or another, but it will be a decrease on the town tax. I can't say that on the town tax, everybody's taxes will go down or go up. I don't know. It all depends on your assessed valuations. We go to the lighting district. The lighting district stayed exactly the same, except the lighting district will go down 11 cents per thousand. And that's a 26.34% decrease in the lighting district tax rate. Now, I expect over the next year, the lighting district will go down more. The expenses to the lighting district will go down more because we are working with National Grid to change all the lights over to LEDs. It's a slow process, but if I would say at the end of next year, we'll start seeing some savings for the 2026 budget in the lighting district. Ambulance district, the ambulance district went down. Well, we were able to put $50,000 more into the ambulance contract. And the reason I do that is Warrensburg does about 1,400 runs a year. They never turn over a call to another agency. They cover all their calls, plus they cover calls for other communities. They now have 3 paramedics on staff right here in Warrensburg. We're very fortunate, and they do an excellent job. So I raised it up from 350 to 400,000, but that's really a decrease. And that tax rate will go from 92 cents down to 77 cents per thousand. So it's about a 16% decrease. And the last one that goes down, but we have no control over it, would be the fire district. And that tax rate is also going to go down 29 cents, and that's about a 24% decrease in the taxes. So your tax rates are going to go down for the general fund, for the lighting district, for the ambulance district, and for the fire district. So all your rates are going down. I can't guarantee that everybody will see less of a tax bill because it all depends on your assessed valuation. Also, I can't tell you what the county tax rate will be because they have not addressed the county tax budget. But based on what I'm seeing here, the county's rate will go down some. It won't go up, it will go down some. So overall, I'm happy with the budget. We're preparing for the future. Last year, we did a lot of infrastructure items that we needed to do. We've, have the sewer system set for the next 20 years. Our water system is in decent shape. I still got to get that well put in, the well that we want to put in. We're still going to pursue that. We did get a $50,000 grant to locate another well, and then we'll have enough money to pay for that well. Other than that, I believe that the town general will come out pretty good. The town highway will come out good. We have a bunch of money coming back from the state for the sidewalk project we haven't got yet. Lighting district staying the same. I think we're going to meet our goal this year, being on time. The ambulance district, I think that's fair. In the fire district, everybody seems to be holding their budgets in check. But you got to remember, just like your own budgets, the budget for the town is going up too, like electricity. Some of those things are happening. Now, we haven't scheduled a lot of equipment purchases going into 2025. We may be able to do that in the future when we look at some of our fund balances at the end of the year. But we got a lot of projects going on. The old highway garage will be down next week. That'll be removed after next week. We did get some state money to put a pole barn up by the landfill. As soon as we get the approval, we're going to put a pole barn up by the landfill to store some of the highway equipment, plows there, to get them out of the weather. What else? Oh, we got more water transmission line work to do. That was part of that WIA grant. And there again, a lot of the work going forward would be paid by the grant that we've got coming in. We are going to replace a water line on Jenny Jo Loop, I believe, from a small copper line. We'll put about a 2-inch line in there to service those houses. And we got the 2 grants we're working on. I have a little summary on those. The 2 grants we're working on, the Main Street grant is moving slowly, but today we just had another one of our businesses approved for some of the Main Street money. We have Paul Spooner, Julie Garcia, and Jack Toney, Matt Montesi, and Dan Chamberlain and Jennifer Nader. They were all included. Some are going ahead and some aren't. I know Matt Montesi has retained an architect to work at his building at 3856 Main Street. Jack Toney's is going to work doing some changes to 387 Main Street. Julie Garcia on 3873 Main Street, and Paul Spooner on 3861 Main Street. And then we have in the CDBG grant, that's the housing grant we have 4 homes under contract right now. One should be completed within the next week or 2, and then they move on to the next home and the next home. I don't know where they all are. Everything's done blind on the CBG, chosen by a committee, and then they go to work on these properties. I do know, just reading some of the stuff over, the properties they're working on could be roofs, furnaces, a lot of various things, and I think the applicants they chose are very needy. That's the way it looks to me. I can't tell you the location of all of that. But board members, John, you have any questions on the budget?
No, it's, I like what you were, Kevin. It's nice that the reval did what it's supposed to do, and we're hoping with the savings from that, making our town more valuable, if you want to call it that. They brought our numbers down and almost $1 per thousand. Good budget. Like we should go ahead and.
Yeah, Brian?
Yeah, that's good.
Robert?
No, I don't have any questions.
John?
It's good to me.
Anybody from the public wish your question, any question on the budget, please step forward and give your name for the record. Any questions on the town budget? Okay, we'll close the hearing on the town budget. So we'll move on to report of officers. Town clerk?
The
Oh, I
September-
guess first, I need to do the minutes.
Minutes.
Yeah. Minutes of the September 10th.
I'll make that motion.
Motion by Brian,
Second.
second by John to approve the minutes of September 10th town board meeting. Any questions? All those in favor, signify by saying aye.
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 Okay. Report of officers, town clerk.
The September 2024 report for the town clerks is, let's see, marriage licenses of $147.50. Clerk fees of $8, certified copies of $160, landfill fees and punch cards, $25,534. Salvage licenses, they're $25. IPP permits from the world's largest garage sale, that's part of it, $3,500. Dog licensing fees, $236. Building permits, $175.50. And septic permits of $10, bringing a total local shares remitted of $29,790.
Supervisors report, we have $2,922,420.67 on hand. Assessor,
Assessors report for October, review of sales, of new construction properties continue. During the fall and winter months, parcel data will be reviewed, analyzed, and verified with new construction sites visited to check on their progress in preparation for 2025 assessment rolls. Next month, we'll be preparing the renewals of senior citizens exemptions scheduled to be sent out at the beginning of 2025. Director Klingler.
all right, dog control, we don't have any formal report, but we are getting a few barking dog complaints, and we've had one person into court recently, and I just asked the neighbors, everybody to respect your neighbors. If you have dogs, try to not leave them out for a long period of times and let them bark. It's, we had several neighbors come in and complain, and we brought one person to court. We don't like doing that, but you also have to respect your neighbors and understand they deserve some quiet time. Landfill.
Yeah, landfill report. As of end of September.
Yep.
We were $47,222 and change. Is it good? The landfill's doing just fine.
Okay. Planning.
Planning, there were 1 septic and 7 land use development permits issued the month of September, one of which was for the operation of Dingman Auto at 91 River Street. The planning board met October 1st, 2024 to approve a 3-lot subdivision for Camp Echo Lake. The camp is subdividing off 2 1-acre parcels which front on Golf Course Road. There are future plans for a single-family dwelling to be built on each parcel. The zoning board does not have a meeting this month.
Justice.
For September, Judge Fisk, we had number of 100 cases, a fine of $6,423, $302 in fees, $2,713 in surcharges. Judge Farello had 51 cases, $2,700 in fine, $160 in fees, $1,137 in surcharge. Total new cases in September was 112. Total received September, $14,435. Town share in June was $4,814. Town share in August was $6,544.
Enforcement officer.
Structure 56 Lake Avenue has been demolished and the cleanup is underway. Senator requested a copy of the chicken loss with Town of Warrensburg, provided the supervisor with a copy of the draft solar plant panel law, which was sent to the town attorney. Discussed the replacement of the sidewalk at the old Brown Shoe Store building with the contractor working on the building and the contractor who was going to pour the sidewalk. Received a call regarding property owners' trees overgrowing another property. I advised them this was a civil matter, not a town issue. Forwarded the signed complaint to the town attorney for a dog kennel on Mountain Avenue. Notified the fire company of all burn permits. Research questions about 222 River Street. Answers provided and results reported. acted on behalf of the town with regard to the demolition of 11 King Street, the old highway garage, on various issues. Requested the owner of 3861 Main Street remove a board used during construction from the public right of way. The board was removed. Sent a warning notice to the owner of 27 Third Avenue for set up tents for over 14 days. Sent a court appearance to the party claiming ownership of 4015 Main Street for grass over height. The party has been warned in the past. Sorted corrected the responsible party for a short-term rental contract for properties under Bicasa. Had a quarterly contacted each owner and verified the information. The files were corrected. I site visited Palermo Road regarding complaints for the brush on the road. Offered suggestions to resolve the problem. Discussed the Warren County situation with building codes. They believe the original septic tank on the property was still in use. It is under a porch which was enclosed and made into a living space by previous owner. The property owner is contacting an engineer to resolve the situation. Inspected the septic installation at 31 Sanford Street. Was put in as designed. 1 mile of the road had to be adjusted, and an as-built was provided by the contractor. Photos were taken and placed in the file. Sent a notice to the owner of 24 Sanford Street for grass encroaching onto the public sidewalk.
Thank you, Jim. Highway.
Prepared by Pete Baderi on October 4th, 2024. We have been busy this month preparing Forest Lake Road and Alden Avenue for paving, all blacktop for the paving and shoulder stone, raised shoulder stone on edges, prepared the health center parking lot with the highway paver and the help of the water sewer department, replaced the catch basin and the culvert on Hillcrest Drive, mowed Alden Avenue and Parker Street. Respectfully submitted by Pete Baderi, Highway Department.
Okay. We received reports from the museum, Parks and Rec, Sewer, Water, and Youth, and Department of Health came and did our annual water inspection and recommended some new caps be placed on some of the wells, and a reminder that the lead service line has to be returned by October 16th. I think our inventory is growing a little bit, so that has to be done. Nothing major in the inspection of the water department, but we will have to replace one well building up to the county home, which we had talked about anyways. We'll probably get a prefab and replace that. And like I said, sewer is doing well, no issues there. And then Parks and Rec, they're on fall cleanup now. They're getting ready. They'll be starting to gear up for Christmas in Warrensburg. I think we're gonna have another surprise for you, maybe in one of the parks this winter if everything goes well. And Santa comes to Warrensburg. If Santa comes to Warrensburg, we'll do all right. Museum, they had 42 visitors in September of this year, which is about 30 more than they had last year. Now we need a short executive session, and I'll ask the attorney to explain why we need to go into this, please.
To discuss the potential sale of property, which is an appropriate reason to go into an executive session.
So talk about the real potential sale of real property. So I need a motion.
So,
We have a second?
A second.
Second by Rob. And we'll be in the executive session, but we will be right back out. If somebody wants to pause the tape. Okay, let's go in.
how you guys doing?
We'll be here.
Jim, what's you said something about sidewalk being replaced for, I think it's for old brown shoe store, right? So what do you